Hey guys, what's going on? So today I am going to go through the SPY ATM alert service results for the day, the one trade alert at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and also the 0 DTE SPX spread that Phil does as well. So you can see how exactly that worked out today for subscribers and for Phil himself. Before we get into all of that, let me just tell you a quick thing about Nate Bear. So Nate Bear is a guy who turned 37,000 into millions of dollars over the course of a few years, and he offers a simple service called Profit Surge Trader. I'll leave a link in the description below to this webinar right here, so you can go and sign up for this and check
Hey,
it out. So this is basically part of the service, but you get a whole bunch of other swing trades included. But this one is basically talking about how he's able to trade it just after market open and take trades that make 300%, 400%, 500%. I did one a few weeks ago, or months ago now, it was 500%. So this was back in May. 500% in 20 minutes. So really good trades. And they don't all work. Like this week's isn't working very well yet. It still has plenty of time till the middle of August. But sometimes they work really, really fast, so you can do them in 20 minutes. Sometimes they take a few weeks or longer to work out. So this is a really cool setup, and it's definitely worth checking out the webinar about it. So I'll leave the link to Nick Bear's webinar here. Let's just hear what he has to say really briefly before we get into the SPY ATM alerts and 0 DTE SPX income spread results.
Nate Bear here. It's 9:30 a.m. Take a look at the stock APP. It announced a huge earnings win after the market closed yesterday, and now it's up big time in the pre-market. I'm going to enter this trade quickly, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, I just bought 2 contracts for 80 cents each. I'm going to start this timer here just so we can demonstrate how fast these earth-shaking profits can happen in the morning. We'll check back shortly, but while we wait on this trade, I want to make something clear. You must be ready to wake up and trade at 9:30 a.m. to take advantage of this powerful strategy.
Okay, so I'll let you guys go and watch the video by yourself. The link will be one of the first ones in the description below and also in the pinned comment as well. You can learn about exactly what he does, but it's really, really cool. It's basically taking earning winners and riding them up for some more profits. So definitely check it out. I'll leave links in the description below. And yeah, let's get started on the SPY ATM alerts. So SPY ATM, amazing service. Phil started this a few months ago now, and it's been just phenomenal. The track record is amazing, 124% in 2024, over 100% in 5 months. Now it's like 7 months, so we're well over 100%. If you want the actual track records for these, and a lot of people do, they're totally obsessed with track records. Remember, past results don't equal future results, but they often are indicative of potential future results. So if you want those results, just let me know and send me an email. I'll try and leave my email in the description below so you can just send me an email and say, hey, can I see the recent results? Everybody's so obsessed with recent results, but you can see if you got recent results for this area right here, you'd be pretty disappointed. If you got recent results for this area right here, you'd be pretty excited. So you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt. That things have to work out over the long term. You can't just like do a few days here. People always ask me for trials for these things, and those never work out well because if you're in a trial and it's on a pullback, you're going to be like, oh, cancel, and then suddenly you're on this huge win streak all the way up here. So let me know if you want the up to date results. I can send you an email with them. It doesn't mean much because like you're going to have pullbacks and stuff, or you're going to have massive spikes in profits. You really just got to trade the system for months and months and months, and just trust that it works. Trust that the system works for you. So anyway, they're alerted every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. SPY options basically. So 0 DTE. I'll show you the trade today, and then we'll talk about Phil's other part of the service, which is the spreads part. So let's look at the SPY first, though. So this was SPY today. We basically had a choppy sideways day all the way over to here. You can see the little chunk that Phil carved out for profits for subscribers was on this upswing right here. So he took about half of what he actually got, but that's okay because that's the rules. You've got to follow the rules no matter what, even if you leave some profit on the table. And let's go to the Discord and look at the alert. So if we go to the Discord right here, it's called Trade Lab now. So he renamed it to Trade Lab. So inside Trade Lab you have SPY ATM, which is one we're talking about now, and you also have Lance's 0 DTE and Phil's 0 DTE, also known as SPX Premium Alert. So we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just look at the SPX, sorry, the SPY. This is confusing even for me. So let's look at the SPY ATM alerts right here. So the cool thing is you get 2 alerts, right? You get one which is right here, which is for SPY, gives the value of SPY, It gives the call that you should buy for SPY today. The call was 634 strike. Entry price at 138, look to take profit at 166. We call this 20% in 20 minutes, and it definitely held true today. If you're looking to do prop firm stuff, you also get a buy alert on MES, which could also be ES, right? If you've got a big enough account. And then you get your take profit, stop loss, and number of contracts for $2,000 to $3,000. So you can do this with a prop firm account as well. And it works really well, as I showed you in the previous page there, where we're 100 odd percent this year already. So really cool stuff. So let's look. And so basically at 10:30 Eastern time, which is right here for me, 9:30 Central time for me, boom, straight up, just all the way straight up. And within 15 minutes, 10 to 15, it already hit the profit target right there. So yeah, pretty good. Time to get in for people, a few minutes to get in, and then it just ripped up to the upside. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So even if you got in here, you could have got in a bit later and still got a similar price. Three minutes later, you wait for a dip. Should be pretty good. So that's SPY ATM, and people loved that today. Let me show you some of what they had to say about it, because I think that tells the full story, right? If you go to post your profits here, look at all these people that basically posted. So I'll try and find the start of today. Let's see, yesterday was there. Okay, so July 24th is today. SPY in at 137, out at 157, in at 140, out at 160, in at 136, out at 161, 133 to 161. So then down here, SPY calls, five of them, 137 to 162, 138 to 166, just like the signal, Stockmeister says. So you can see like tons of people are taking these trades and making profits on them. Not everybody gets the same prices. Some people are in a bit later, some earlier, some get out later, some get in later, in and out. So yeah, going through this like this. So yeah. So yeah. So let's go back to the system here. So we go back to, let's see, SPY right here. So I showed you that. Let's look at SPX for the 0DTE SPX income trade today. So this is a bit different. That was a simple call, but sometimes you need to do spreads, right? So sometimes you do bull puts, and that's what happened on 0DTE SPX income spreads today. So here is the day here. Started with a gap up on SPX and chopped sideways all day, ended up almost at the open. So this is a separate service. It's this one right here. So I'll leave both in the link in the description below so you can check it out. This one also has a really good win rate, really good ROI in 2024 and 2025, and comes out at 10:40 Eastern time. So 10 minutes after the SPY ATM alert, you can get this one, which is really cool. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's not a bad price. I mean, 150 a month or 300 a quarter is a good deal. So it's the one I'd go for at least. And so definitely check it out. It's very easy to follow and very lucrative. So definitely come and check that one out as well. Again, it'll be in the description below for you guys to grab if you want to join us. So this is what happened on SPX today. You can see that we got in around 9:40 or 10:40 Eastern time here, and there was a big move up, big move down, kind of choppy sideways, and then we exited here. Why did we exit here? Well, here are the strike prices for the sold puts. So if we go to the Discord really quickly, right here, if we can navigate to it. So if we go over to the SPX premium alerts right here, and you can see it was basically a put credit spread at 10:41. Sell put, buy put, these are the strike prices. That's what I've marked on the chart right here. These two lines, this one and this one. This is the sold put, this is the bought put. And you can see even though we went sideways today, we still made money because basically time decay took the prices down so much that by the time we'd reached about early afternoon, the premium had decayed enough that you could make the 90% profit that we needed on this. Even if you held it all the way to close, you still would have made profit right here. But why do that when you got most of the profit by lunchtime or just after lunchtime? So it was a really good trade as well. Very simple. Sell a put, buy a put. It's a spread basically. It's non-directional or less directional. It's not completely non-directional. Obviously, you don't want to see this break down through here. Occasionally it does, and then it comes back up, and you end up green still. But it can be a little worrying if it comes all the way down to these strikes right here. But today was a good example of one that worked out just perfectly. So, yeah, this one is is phenomenal. Definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description for it. Again, if you want to email me, I'll try and remember to put my email below. If I don't, if I forget to put it in, which I often do, just send me just comment and say, hey, I want your email, Russell, and I'll send you the results that you want via email. All right, that's all I've got for today, and I'll talk to you guys soon.